In the world of Monster Hunter, the wild frontier of the Forbidden Lands harbours many unique species of creature, many of which can be found here upon the Windward Plains. While harsh, its rolling dunes and vast savanna provide the perfect habitat for many animals. However, these herbivores have reason to be nervous, for nearby is a new and invasive predator. Doshaguma. Huge, hulking carnivores. Even by the standards of this fantastical world, they are brutish, savage, yet highly evolved hunters, with the largest individuals sometimes reaching upwards of over 60 feet in length. This pack have wandered in from a nearby forest, drawn by an abundance of prey. Their eyesight is poor, but their keen sense of smell allows them to track down animals in the vast wilderness. Leaving the cramped confines of the canyons, it isn't long before they find prey in the open. However, as I was about to discover, if their quarry does escape, they are quick to turn their attention to easier prey. A lucky escape. Doshaguma packs like this were once a rare sight in the Forbidden Lands, and until recently, their social structure was poorly understood. How can such ferocious and usually solitary beasts coexist in a gathering of this size? During times of drought, of which are particularly common in the Forbidden Lands, Doshaguma seem far more likely to come together, and within each pack, at the top of the brutal hierarchy, sits an alpha. Given the scarcity of resources, it was initially thought that these coalitions were formed to allow for the hunting of larger, more dangerous prey. However, further studies have revealed that after a successful hunt, rather than organising themselves into somewhat of a cohesive social structure, Doshaguma will aggressively joust for the prime feeding spot over a carcass. Once times of plenty come back around, the group will often disband. Even when hunting alone, however, Doshaguma are deadly and efficient predators, overwhelming their prey with speed and brute force. Their bald heads contain massive jaw muscles that allow them to bite down with crushing force, and powerful forearms ending in raking claws can overpower even other large predators. A large neck and huge hunched shoulders indicate the presence of enormous muscles, not only allowing them to deal with the stresses of struggling prey, but to also haul enormously heavy loads and even throw heavy objects, including animals, at potential enemies or their prey. Though bear-like in structure and gait, it is possible that these strange beasts, isolated from the rest of the world of Monster Hunter, evolved from a different lineage. They share more than a few similarities with other mammals found in our own world, such as weasels and wolverines, a link which would fall in line with their tenacious and aggressive nature. Yet, in the realms of the Forbidden Lands, there are predators that even the Doshaguma would do well to avoid.